Hi everyone, welcome to day number 10 of Puzzle of the Day. It's Monday and we've got another really beautiful puzzle for you. This is white to move and to checkmate in 2 moves. See if you can do it. Okay, so this is an extremely difficult puzzle, but as always, if you want to skip straight to the solution, click the timestamp. If you want to have a little bit of conversation about the puzzle, then let's have a look at it together. So this one comes from a chess composer known as Neolid Antanovich Isaev, I think is the way to pronounce it. It was submitted to the first British chess championships, I think the puzzle championships in 1930, and it won a first prize. So yeah, it's a pretty decent puzzle. Most first prize puzzles tend to be incredibly difficult, and this one is no exception, but it's a really beautiful solution. There's many different beautiful solutions in this one. Now a little bit about this composer. There was not a huge amount of information I could find on him. He was a Russian composer. He did a lot of his composing in the 20s and 30s. He's considered one of the first modern chess composers for 2 movers. But that was pretty much all the information I could find from the Chess Composers blog spot. Couldn't find a wiki article, couldn't find really anything about this composer at all. Anyway, right, so let's have a look at this puzzle. So there's lots of things going on in this position, but there's a lot of different failed solutions due to the way that Black's pieces are so well coordinated in defending this Black king. Now, the first moves you've probably been thinking of is, oh, can I not just throw a check here? What's wrong with doing this? The problem here is that Black can just block it with the knight, and well, it looks like we deliver checkmate on f3. So this looks like a one solution. Well, it wouldn't be a first place prize. Black does not need to do this. It does not need to block with the knight. Instead, you can just take here on e2. And what's really annoying about this move is, with the king coming to e2, this comes with a discovered check of his own. So we've got to be really careful where we move this black king to. Other moves that don't quite work. It looks really tempting. The move knight to c7, it looks like this is crushing. We've got a discovered attack with the rook. It looks as though Black has only one solution, and that's to put his rook onto e4, where we can deliver checkmate on d5. The problem is this is not the only way that Black can block this. He can in fact block with the queen, and there's just not a checkmate that we've got in sight here. If we try and jump in with this this knight, well, the king can actually come forward to e4, and annoyingly, because this knight blocked our queen, we can play king to e4, and this bishop then attacks this king. So annoying. So that doesn't quite work either, although look like really tempting options. So we've got to come up with something really, just truly spectacular here, and it's a very difficult solution to find. Well done to those who were able to do it. It's all to do with a very counterintuitive, quiet move here, and it's the move queen to b3. Quite surprising that this is the solution, but it's all to do with the different discovered attacks that we've got with these 2 knights here. So let's have a look at a few different solutions. So if this king comes to e4, this looks like a really good move. This seems like a totally crushing move, and probably for most of you, if you looked at maybe queen to b3, you probably stopped here because you thought, well, the bishop's just checking me, so what are we going to do about this? Well, would you believe it? We've got a checkmate in 1, despite the fact that we're in check ourselves. Knight to g5. Amazing. It's double check with both the rook and the knight, and there's no way you can block it because it's double check. We can't take this knight because we're being attacked here. We can't block with the queen because we're still attacked by this this knight. So this is an amazing, cool solution. That's the coolest one, I think, out of all of them, if I'm being honest with you. Right, so other moves that Black can do here. So he can't move the king. Well, let's just say for a minute that he decides to, I don't know, let's say he blocks this checkmating idea. Well, against this, we have a very nice, simple solution. We can move our knight to c5. This comes with checkmate, a lovely discovered attack here. The knight defending this pawn and the king can't go because again the knight defends over here, and there's loads of other squares that are all covered by our pieces. So very nice discovered attack here. Other moves that don't work, let's just say blocks of the queen, because now it looks like we've still got this escape square that we can go to. Again, this fails to knight d to c5. We attack this escape square and we do this beautiful discovered checkmate. But you know, let's be honest. Like, what can black? Does black have to do anything here? Because if we, let's say if we just do a waiting move, let's just say we move our queen to h7, where's the checkmate? Well, here, you know, knight to g5, it doesn't actually work. Funnily enough, because we can block with the rook. Remember, our king was still on this square here on e4, and against the solution, the rook can block. So again, we have to use this knight maneuver to c5 to deliver the checkmate, and this seems to be like the winning solution in most of these. So what else can black do in this position? I think we've covered most of them, but let's have a look at queen takes on e4. This was one of the ones I was looking at and thinking, well, actually, how does black actually do anything against this? Because here now we can jump in the way if there's a discovered attack, and if, let's say, the knight captures here, this just comes with a check, because we can, well, what can we do here? We can just block with the rook, for example, here. But against this, white has still got a very stunning solution here. You can actually take with the bishop. All our pieces are surrounding the black king, and this is just a simple win. I think we've covered most of the moves. I think there's one more move I want to have a look at. Let's say queen to e5, I think is very nice. Oh, actually no, I've got one good one here. If, let's say, the rook captures on d4, again, similar idea to the queen, trying to then block this discovered checkmate here. Against this, knight here does not work, as now we can block with our queen, and this is no longer checkmate. So instead, we have to come up with something really spectacular, and it's all to do with trying to block this access that this queen has. By taking here as well, we've actually self-pinned our rook to the bishop, which is really cool. So here we have to then play knight to g7 checkmate. Oh, so cool. This queen can't get to this square. This bishop's still pinning here. There's too much stuff to worry about. Black loses in this position. So I really liked this particular puzzle. Lots of different pins, lots of different threats, lots of different discovered checks, all of which have some very beautiful solutions attached to it. So I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. If you like what you see, make sure you share this video. Leave a like, comment below if you did manage to get it. I'll be very, very impressed if you did. And as always, thank you for watching, and check out some of my other puzzle videos on the channel. Take care. Bye.